Ladies and gentlemen, we're not done. We're not done. We got more to go. Did that bless you? Did we hold true to what we said when we first started? We wanted this to be exciting and interesting. I'm asking you to not leave. Please stand by. We got a powerhouse. We got some more powerhouse coming. Right now, I want to introduce to you a 19-year-old young man from the city of Sulphur Springs, graduated from Sulphur Springs High School, currently enrolled in the Paris Junior College in our community. I heard the gentleman, I overheard him speak the other day, at the age of 19 years old, that he was concerned at what was going on. Immediately, when I heard what he said, I asked him, would you please take 5 minutes to share your heart with the people? The young man's name is Jordan Horne. His parents, Monte and Betty Horne. When you get finished hearing this young man, I hope you're as proud of him as I am. Jordan.
Thank you, everybody. Before I start, let's give one more clap for the governor. It's a pleasure to be here. My money in ways that I don't support, they're spending my money however they want without even considering what I have to say, what you have to say, what anyone else has to say. A good example is this stimulus package that they passed with over $1 billion in earmarks, including $544,000 for a fish culture experiment station, $6.6 million for tournament research in Louisiana, $159,000 for dairy education in the state of Iowa, $274,000 for animal waste management in Oklahoma, $139,000 for interstate shellfish sanitation conference center, $469,000 for a fruit fly factory or facility, $134,000 for soil surveys in the state of Rhode Island, $200,000 for accelerated soil mapping surveys in the state of Wyoming, $162,000 for rodent control in Hawaii, and $280,000 for potato integrated pest management in, of all places, the state of Maine. I'm not sure what Maine is doing growing potatoes, but a little dumbfounded at that one. Which brings me to what the definition of capitalism is. Webster's defines it as an economic system in which the means of production and distribution are privately or corporately owned, and development is proportionate to the accumulation and reinvestment of profits gained in a free market. The definition of socialism is the theory or system of social organization that advocates the vesting of ownership and control to the means of production and distribution of land, capital, etc., in the community as a whole. Right now in the state or the country of Germany, 47% of the money in that country is owned by the government. That is a socialist country. We are 2 bills, ladies and gentlemen, 2 bills that are in the Senate right now, 2 bills away from being 46% government owned. Does that scare anyone out here other than me? Please let me know with a clap or something. God bless you. To make matters worse, we've got the government intervening in situations. I was always taught growing up, the tough survive, the strong survive. You got to fight to make a living. You got to go out there, work your butt off, do your thing, get it going. When former Councilman Gary Jordan's store burnt down, did he get any assistance from the government? Did you? No. So why is it that all of these corporations, banks, and all this other mess is getting assistance from the government? Anyone have an answer? I don't understand it. In the Declaration of Independence, it says, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it, and to institute a new government having its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to shall them see most likely to affect safety and happiness. This country has gone away from God. I think it was Erwin Cain said, we were sleeping just saying, this couldn't happen to us. It couldn't happen to us. We can't fall apart. We're America. Slowly but surely, we are falling apart. For the past 10 years now, I've watched this country in a war. I've watched the economy just collapse like that. at the drop of a hat one day just go so far down south that it's ridiculous. And the government repays us how? More taxation with poor representation. Our founding fathers would be angry. They would have no idea what these guys are doing. If Benjamin Franklin was here right now, I think he'd slap the president. I really do. He'd say, what are you doing? While we still have the freedom that we have right now, I'm going to remind you all what the First Amendment does say. It says that we have the freedom of religion, praise God, the freedom of press, the freedom of speech, which is what we're doing right now, the freedom to peacefully assemble, another thing we're doing right now, and to petition for a redress of grievances. If you haven't already, I ask, hope, and pray that you will go to one of those tables to sign that petition. Because I'm not going to stand by and watch this government tear apart this country, bill after bill, tax after tax, so that little girls like the girl over there that was holding up a sign, I can't remember what it said, so they have to suffer. I don't want to see my nephew, who's 2 years old, suffer because of mistakes of a president who didn't know what he was doing, because of a president who was doing what his political party told him to do, not what Americans were told him to do. Fellow Americans, fellow Texans, I thank you for being here. But this isn't the end. It's time to rise up. Young people, wherever you're at, I don't care how old you are, 16, 15, 18, 22, 34, whatever it is. It's time to stand up. We're not going to stand by and watch as this administration slowly but surely tears apart the country, making it to a socialist state. I'm not going to stand for that. If there's anyone that'll stand with me, let's go get them. Praise God. Thank you all for being here.